Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please.
All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
Oops, I had the thing on a loop. I shouldn't have had it on a loop. How you guys doing? It's time for Sketching the Privateer. I'm your host, the Privateer himself, Joe's Atmosphere. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Today, we're going to plot out the cover for issue 2 with the teaser for the biggest event in the book. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know this one is mostly about his origin story, and he's finally found his father on the high seas, and they end up finding each other in the middle of a battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of tease him through a silhouette behind him and have him fighting on the deck of a ship on the cover. Let's check in with the chat before I get over here. Quick Daddy Coffee Joe, draw me like one of your French girls. No, young lady, not going to do that. No. Comic is looking really good. Thank you. I appreciate it, young lady. What else you got there? Also, for the scenes of you in the military uniform, is that from Master and Commander? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A very underrated movie. I enjoy that quite a bit. Your audio sounds a little off. Yeah, it's going to, because I'm on a remote mic. I'm on a lapel mic, and it's going to sound a little bit crazy because I have to be able to move around between the camera over here and the desk. I don't use my usual desktop mic. So that's why I sound different. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Pretty much there is no script today. We're doing the cover. We'll show you where we were last time, though. Hang on a second. Let me get this set up here. We'll show you where we were last time. Last time we did the last page of issue 2, which I really like the way that looks. It's the first view you get of Regal Inferno, the daughter of the privateer. She's a 7-foot tall Amazon that's got lava for skin. She's basically a fire character, but she's got wasp wings. I mean, it's crazy. When you hear her origin story, it's pretty nuts. let's see. And you got into a fight. You got some blood spattered on your nose. You didn't need to go out in your privateer outfit and go vigilante. No, that's psoriasis. That's the heartbreak of psoriasis, young lady. That's what that is. Hate to see what the other guy looks like. You know, you win some, you lose some. I haven't been in a fight. That's psoriasis. I probably picked at it when I was asleep or something. But anyway, this is where we left off last time. Let me get this where is it? There it is. Okay, get that where you can see it bigger. But yeah, this was the last page of issue 2. So now it's time to do the cover. So let me switch cameras real quick, and we will get to it. Hang on a second. What am I doing? Okay. Switching cameras. That's what I'm doing. Hit that one right there, and it should work just perfectly. I tested it out a few times before we went on. Yes, we're all set. Okay, so let me get over here, and we'll get started on it. Like I said, if you've been keeping up with the show, oh, this thing's really behind me, isn't it? But that'll do. That'll do. I don't look at the camera very much when I'm drawing, anyway. You guys should see me okay. But if you remember, matter of fact, let me see if I've got it here. I may have it right here underneath my light. I've got the last few shows worth of cards here. Let's see if I've got it. I've got everything but that one in here, it looks like. Let's see. Wow, 17, 18, 19, 14, 13. Where's 15 and 14, or 15 and 16 at? Oh, they're over here. Okay, hang on. I swear to God. Yeah, there it is. First one I grabbed, right? Of course. Okay, so rid of these things with tape. Down here. That one is taped up one too, so we'll go down here. All right. No matter how much you prepare, you're never ready all the way. Just not. But if you remember this part of the story where there's a guy behind him fixing one of his crew members during the fight with the British ship. This guy's about to attack him from behind, and they cross swords, and that's actually his father. So we're going to do another take on this one right here. Okay? And have his dad behind him as a silhouette fixing to whack him. Okay? We're not really going to show that guy's face. That's what we're going to do with this cover because it's the most important thing in the issue. So that's what we're going to do on the cover. Let me go ahead and get the chat up just in case you guys want to talk to me on YouTube. By the way, those of you watching on Rumble and Twitter, hi, good to see you. Definitely would like your follow over on Rumble and on Twitter as well. So let's see. That's my HB. That's my second pencil. I need my first pencil, which is this one, my 2H. And if you're tuning in for the first time, I'm doing this a little different than most people do in comic books. I'm drawing a lot of the stuff on these cards. Usually you use rented lips, blue line paper, but I'm using regular sketch pencils because it's what I know. And then I'm going to do the ink and colors on a program called Procreate. As you can see, I did these posters with that, and it came out pretty good. So my daughter drugged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century with that. So I'm liking that process. But this particular page, I really need a cutout for the for the codes and the symbols, but I'm pretty sure I can get it. Of course, we all know that the title is The Privateer, and it's written in my own handwriting in cursive. Give it that older feel to it, and that goes across the whole thing. Um, I won't need to draw that. I've already got a logo made up of that. So you see it on the thumbnail every time you see the thumbnail for the show. It's the same thing. All I'll have to do is stamp that across the drawing itself. I just like to put it in here so I know how big it's going to be on the cover. So now we need to put on here what he's doing. Now, what I was thinking of last night was maybe having his sword at the ready and having firing the flintlock. So if I was going to do that, we'd need to have him in like a Dirty Harry style pose. Let's not draw the flintlock first. Let's draw him. Of course, he's going to be in the tri-cornered hat, right? Classic tri-cornered hat that he wears. We want him to take up most of the picture, but we want to leave room for the silhouette over here. So, yeah, I like that there. That'll work. We don't need to make that as tall, I don't think, though. Fighting. And hang on, let me get the chat up in case somebody wants to talk to me. Pretty sure I brought my phone in here. Hang on. Yes, I am dual streaming on YouTube and Rumble. Yes, I am, Ariel. Let's see. Let me pop this and get the chat up. Okay, there we go. Okay, for some strange reason, I thought last week you said you were going to do touch-ups on the comic itself. Must have a Mandela effect going on. No, nothing like that. What I said was we were going to get through with this one as far as the plotting goes. Then I'm going back to issue one and then starting on the details on each page. I actually was thinking about not even doing any more sketching, just doing all the details over it. You know, what I do is I take pictures of these things, but I'm realizing that I need more details in the sketch. I did a lot more details in these. If you go back and look at the episodes where I did these posters, which was the beginning of all this, I did a lot of work on the sketches on these. So I need to do more sketch work before I do my inks. So I'm going to go back to issue one and page one, and I'm going to do the details on all the panels. You know, whatever detail I deem necessary to go ahead and do my inks, right? But next week, just to be clear, next week we are going to be at a craft show. So I'll be doing my stream. It'll be a much shorter show. It'll just be me walking you around the craft show, showing you Foxy's booth where she does her crafts at, and also my booth where I do my commissions and stuff like that. It's a craft show that my cousin Heidi puts on at the Bossier Civic Center. So if you guys want to see us in person, come down to the Bossier Civic Center in Bossier City, Louisiana. On the 15th, 14th, and 15th. Just go to Shop Till You Drop, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Search Shop Till You Drop, Louisiana, and you'll see it. Okay. But anyway, let's see. What's Ariel talking about? Is it going to be full book silhouette or more an outline? Full book silhouette or more of an outline? I'm not sure I understand that question, Ariel. You both have separate booths. Are you at least next to each other? Yes, we're next to each other. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be a full book. Yeah, absolutely. This This is the kind of stuff that's going to be in the book right here. Okay. But the only thing I'm wondering about is how I want to. I really want them to look like old comic books. I don't think I'm going to do them the way your new comic books are done. I think I'm going to find somebody that'll do, like the newsprint type of pages, you know, and that's the way I think I want my book looking. Um, but I could, I don't know. We'll see. Just depends on what I can afford. And I may end up crowdfunding this. I don't know yet. I really want to get more of it done before. I mean, I could always try and get on board with Action Comics and have them do it. I mean, I talked to them last year at the Comic Con, and uh, they have some stuff just like Image does, where you get to keep your IP and you sign a contract with them to publish with them. So, I mean, there's several options. Not all of us have got money of our own to spend on stuff like this, like Ripa had. You know what I mean? Ripa made quite a bit of money in the music business before he even started doing comic books. So, I ain't got that kind of money, and I'm not taking out a mortgage on my house for it. Ariel says uh, a full black silhouette, like the character going to be all black to hide his identity, or just more of an outline of the character. Yeah, I think we'll do a black silhouette. I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably have some smoke back here or something and make it like he's coming through the smoke. I understand your question now. Yeah, we'll probably make him coming through smoke or something. Also, I live in Cali, so I won't be nowhere near New Orleans. I don't live in New Orleans, darling. I'm in the other end of the state from there. I'm in the northwestern part of Louisiana. Its third major city. Shreveport is across the river from us. I'm right next door to Barksdale Air Force Base. So, uh, yeah, we're in the north part of Louisiana. So, uh, like from both cannon and musket fire. Yeah, yeah, that could be all kinds of. We could put flames over here, right? Have smoke rolling. Of course, there's going to be a fight going on all around it, and we're going to see all kinds of guys. But this guy here will be, since we're talking about it so much, I'll just go ahead and start drawing him. His sword will be up and about to come down. All right. And I'm trying to remember what kind of hat he's got on. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got one of those maple hats on. He's got the Napoleon type hat on. Shoulder here, bicep here. Like I said, it's going to be a silhouette. But we'll definitely see the outline of the hat and whatnot. And he will have ponytail, of course. Put the flames in front of him, right? And we'll just hatch that. That's going to be all black right there. And then we got the rest of the privateer here. Finish his face, the mutton chops. And of course, in this picture, he'll have red hair. Make sure we mark the mark. Red hair. Never know. You don't want to get in a big hurry. Let's see. I don't know how this flintlock in the picture, so. Those things are pretty big, by the way. If you didn't know, they're pretty big. Camera back. Right? About to pull the trigger. Of course, I'll get all the details out of that later. And he's going to be. He's going to have an outfit on. This arm will be back. This. Epaulets. Shoulder. He's got that Austin Powers kind of ruffled shirt on. And yeah, we'll just cover the rest of that with smoke, and we'll show maybe the mast of a ship through here. Sail up top. We'll have guys fighting. They may all be silhouettes back here, actually. That might be a cool idea. But we definitely want to make it look like he's in the middle of a big fight. Right? So we'll put some flames over here for the source of the smoke. Right? Over here, there probably won't be smoke. We'll just show the guys. Put the smoke right back here. Maybe we'll show the top of the sword in silver, and then when it gets into the smoke, cut it off. All right? Okay. So that looks like a good design for the cover. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Soulless Ginger. Yes, he is a soulless ginger. Yes, he is. Well, he's Irish, man. What better way to convey that a character is Irish than making him a redhead, right? Absolutely. Of course, you see in the pictures he's white-haired. That's because he's past middle age. Whenever we get to the current part of the stories, he's almost 50 years old. Okay, so anyway, but this part is his origin story, right? And he's about actually right here during this fight, he's about I want to say he's 23. He's not 20. He's not 26 until the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Okay, let's put some details in here. Predator. Got a mast of a ship. Of course, it's getting jacked up. You know what? No, we'll have guys fighting back here on the upper decks and stuff. Massive battle scene. Note here, massive battle scene. Battle. Okay. His hat. Oh, we got to have the tri-cornered hat. He's just not the privateer without the tri-cornered hat. Just not. That's his signature. And that's just a regular eye patch. It's not going to have the red dot. This is back in the 1700s, so he's just got regular old stuff. All right. His hair. Don't forget to indicate his ear underneath all the hair coming out of the bottom of that hat. All right. Now the silhouette is here. This is actually his father fixing to chop him up from behind in the book. He doesn't know it's his dad, though. All right, let's see. Ariel, laugh out loud. Joe, have you ever thought about using different pencil colors for the outline of the different colored parts? Like use a blue for the outline of the hat, red, orange for the hair, and so on. Nah, this is, like I said, this is a plot. This is to let me know what I want it to look like initially. Now, when we're finished doing all the details and stuff, it may look nothing like this. He might be smaller. I might want to make it more of a waist up shot, but I don't know. I like the way it looks with him up close and the silhouette coming in behind. I like the way that looks. You know, some things in here may not look the same though. If I decide that something else is going to look better, I may go with that instead. You know, so you never know. Okay, we want to put some flames in here. I draw my sketches good enough that that, and you got to remember, I have a physical script that I'm going off of. Okay, so I have written notes and everything. Plus, I make little notes here in the border. I might actually have his sword, the top of it sitting right here to take up some space, right? Because he's holding it right here in his other hand. And then don't forget the ruffles, his shirt, his jacket flying out, right? Now this is the flintlock. Let's see what else we got here. Bonjour, everybody. What's going on, Big Daddy? Good to see you, Christian. Good to see you. Let's see what else. Oh, was almost thinking you were kind of using the mast as vertical line for the T. No, no, nothing like that. I'm just putting that up there to say, hey, we need to have a ship background, let people know we're on a ship, right? So, how is everybody doing today? She says, uh, I did something to my settings on my phone. I can't join you today. Yeah, I figured you did something because I knew it was nothing I was doing, man. He tried to join one of our streams the other day and had a hard time doing it. Christian, I hope you figure it out, dude. Uh, that's why I asked you when you were trying to stream with Brian if you'd changed some settings on your phone or not. So that's why I asked that when you were having trouble the other day. See, like this perspective drawing of this pistol is nowhere near right. This is going to be a lot bigger if I keep it in the foreground like this. So I'm definitely going to have to work on that and get that down right because it's got several things on it. I've got pictures of all this stuff that I can use for details, but a flintlock is a pretty big weapon, and if his hand's going to be that big, see, like the butt is pretty huge, the bottom of it. But yeah, we're gonna have guys fighting all over the place, and yeah, it's gonna be a big battle scene. And we'll show a couple more swords, right? And guys fighting, and yeah, I'm liking this. It looks like a good cover piece. Now, if you remember the cover of issue 1, he's hanging out the door of a Huey helicopter, still my favorite helicopter to this day, military helicopter. That's what he's doing at the beginning of the first one. I like the way this is looking. I hope you guys are liking it. Let's see. Ruffles. Need a collar for the jacket. Just going to be behind the sword. Clean up some of this stuff here. That's his collar. This is his Fu Manchu mustache. He's got to have the Fu Manchu. My ode to martial arts movies that I love. Love me some martial arts movies. Bruce Lee is my favorite. His glove's going to be, top of his glove would be about right there. Okay, there it is, boys and girls. The cover of issue 2 of The Privateer. There it is right there. And we'll probably say something like, is this the end of The Privateer or something like that. The name of the issue is Privateer Unchained. That'll go down here, probably in this open space right here, right? And or we may not even put that on the cover. Sometimes you just do the cover with nothing on it. But anyway, this is The Privateer. Got to put the book name up there. Issue 2 page is cover. Our cover page. Okay, so that's all set. Let's go ahead and do that so we can definitely see that that's going to be shaded in. I think it looks good. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this. Actually seeing the artwork done beforehand, before you even get to see the finished copy of it, I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, let me switch cameras and we'll wrap it up for today. I know it's a fast one, but like I said, we're just plotting what we're going to make it look like. We're going to now, like I said, next week we're going to be at the craft show, so I'll just be walking around showing off everything at the craft show live, and then the week after that we're going to go back to page 1 and start on the details so I can start inking this thing and get this book going. All right, hang on a second. We roll around here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I appreciate you taking time out to check in with me. Let's see. Settings, camera, switch. Yep, looks like I did a good job setting everything up today. I got everything set up just the way I wanted to, so that works. Let's see. You see what we got here in the comments here. Okay, Ariel says, so like James T. Kirk, every time he's in a battle, his ship pops open. His shirt pops open. No, that's actually a jacket over his shirt. That's actually jacket over shirt. He has a jacket on. And he says, Christian says, I use my laptop with Brian. Okay, gotcha. And they are on a British ship, right? Yeah, they're fighting on a British ship. They have boarded the British ship after a cannon battle. It's looking good. May look like it has too much going on, but it actually isn't. No, it's not. Look, I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing. If I didn't like what I was seeing, then I would take more time with it and tell you guys we'll get to it tomorrow. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. I think it's looking great. I really loved. Hang on one second. I really loved this one. This one I just loved from last week. The final page of issue 2 looks really cool, and that's going to be a cool drawing when I'm done with it. Regal Inferno is one of my favorite characters I've created, and I think she's going to be great. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. That's a wrap on plotting issue 2. So we've got 2 issues plotted. We're going to go back to issue 1 and start doing all the details on all the panels. And then what I'll do is I'll just take my time. I won't be whipping out a page a day on that one. It'll be more like a catch up with you kind of thing, because I'm going to start working on this a lot. Excuse me, during the week, because hey, if I keep doing it just 1 hour at a time, I'm never going to get this thing done, and I want to get it done. I want you guys to see this story. I think it's a lot of fun. So, anyway, you guys, let me clue you in on what's going on with the channel. Of course, you're watching Sketching the Privateer. We do this every Saturday afternoon for about an hour. Usually when I'm doing a full page, it takes a little longer, but today it was just one big panel. That's what a cover is, basically, is a big panel. So that's what we did today, but we do it every Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. My friends have the ability to come and join me, like Christian was talking about, but he just had some settings problems today. But most people are busy on Saturdays. I understand completely when folks don't show up. The next time you'll see me, I'm off on Sundays. Sometimes I'll show up on somebody else's channel. Sometimes I'll do an impromptu stream. But the next scheduled one I'll be on is Monday. I'll be on with Gary from Pop Culture Minefield. Hang on one second. Let me switch this over. I have got the correct graphics on another thing here. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. He's going to be doing 13 hours on Military Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Morning coffee with Gary. Me and him are vets, and sometimes some other vets join us, and we talk about military movies, tell you whether they're bullshit or not, historically, or some of the tactical aspects of what you're seeing on the screen. And we talk about that stuff every Monday morning at 10 a.m. for a couple of hours. Morning coffee with Gary, Military Monday. It's going to be 13 hours this week. A movie that I really enjoyed. It's about Benghazi. It's about the contractors that saved our people at the Benghazi embassy. And that's brought to you by Pop Culture Minefield and KGRA Radio. And then Monday evening, at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's another meeting of the Canon Film Club on That 70s Rock Fans channel. We're going to be doing Cyborg this week, the Van Damme classic, sci-fi martial arts movie. And you should enjoy that one. Razorfist usually shows up for the Canon Film Club, and so does Austin, the author of the Canon Film Guide. If you haven't seen that book, you need to check it out. He's everything Canon Films. If you like uh, your toxic male movies uh, from the 80s, yeah, 70s and 80s, go check it out, man. It's good stuff. They got quite the library. But that's going to be at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans. It's Only Talk and Roll show. And then, of course, Tuesday night, and this one's for Ariel because she was talking about it the other day, wanting to see certain things in a video game. And I said, I got the game for you. I'm going to introduce her to Senran Kagura, Estival Versus. If you're into jiggle effect in video games, none better in this game. It's a lot of fun. It's like playing Dynasty Warriors only with hot chicks all over the place. It's a lot of fun. And that'll be on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark at 10 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday, and then Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central, it's State of the Atmosphere, when me and my friends get together and talk about pop culture stuff. So come check us out then. Last week we talked about all the box office bombs, and I'm sure we're going to talk about Mission Impossible this week. We're not going to do a review of it because it won't. None of us, we work, so we won't have seen it yet. But I'm sure we'll have some box office numbers and things like that to talk about with Mission Impossible because it opens Tuesday. And by the way, if you're wondering why it's opening on a Tuesday, it's because it's only got this week to be in the IMAX theaters because of Oppenheimer is taking up all the IMAX theaters starting the week after. So they're trying to get as many days in the big IMAX theaters as they can before Oppenheimer takes over because they're going to be in there for 3 weeks. Nolan loves those IMAX theaters. But anyway, we talk about all this pop culture stuff on State of the Atmosphere every Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Central. And then later on that night, we got our second edition of Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. And on the Wednesday edition at 10 p.m. Central Time, we're continuing our walkthrough of me messing up the game that everybody's always wanted me to play, Knights of the Old Republic. And if you've watched it, we have a good time on that show. So be sure to tune in on that if you're up that time of night at 10 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday night. And then Thursday, my brother should be back for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. I want to thank Matt from Small Time Republic for stepping in last week for our show because my brother was out of it last week. He could not do it. Travel problems coming back from Vegas. He just couldn't do it. So he will be back this week. Hopefully work won't take him away from us again. And we can watch the Brothers Hack the Matrix at 6 p.m. Central Time on Thursday evening. So I want to thank you guys for being here. That's going to be my streaming week coming up. Let me look at the chat one more time. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff I missed. Ariel says I'm more Jackie Chan type guy. Okay, well, you go. Let's see. Blunderbuss Flintlock. I think the barrel would be flared if it was one of those low spec. And I may do that. Now that you mention it, I may do it that way. But a regular flintlock's the the uh, the, uh, the muzzle isn't flared. You know what I mean? On a blunderbuss, it is because it spits out a much bigger spray. It's like a handheld shotgun, really. Remember watching a documentary about how they wanted him to take over for Bruce Lee, but he told them he's not going to do that because they have completely different styles. Yeah, he came up in that Chinese circus, if you remember. Uh, yeah, Jackie Chan is a lot of fun. He's a great guy, fantastic athlete. See you later, Christian. You be good. I guess I must have said something funny. She's laughing. Um, I'll be on 70s stream Monday. Good, good. I'll look forward to seeing you there. Ariel says, yeah, but you're starting to get the gift gist of it. Okay. Uh, let's see. Low Spec says, maybe someday he will actually learn the mechanics of. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I'm learning. It's coming along slowly but surely. I'm getting there, Low Spec. I'm getting there. Okay, well, listen, guys, I got a wrap for today. I got to go to work. Uh, I appreciate you guys being here. And those of you watching on Rumble and Twitter, you guys give me a follow on those platforms. And please give me a subscribe on YouTube and comment on stuff, like everything, smash that melee button and everything. Do that with your favorite YouTubers always. Don't ever forget that. That's the best way you can support them. Financially is cool, but the best way you can support them is spreading the word, getting subscriptions on it, subscribers, and smashing that melee button and leaving comments. So definitely thank you for being here, guys. And until I see you guys again, let's see. I got to get back to that other one. Yep. Sorry about that, guys. A little technical difficulties. I didn't have the right graphics on the other one. I'm switching between themes at the last second. Listen, until I see you guys again, I want you to keep on keeping on.